Oh, I thought it was a Mountain Dew.
All right, we already kicked off the episode arguing, so here we go.
Brandy just had to get in the first word.
Exactly.
Selfish.
Go
All
ahead,
right.
Caitlin.
Hello, and welcome to Because I Fell Asleep in Class, the podcast where four family members share facts that you may have learned had you not fallen asleep in
Snoop.
class. I'm Kaitlin.
I'm Tiffany.
Casper.
Wow, you are tuning in to a super unorthodox episode.
Or was I
I
supposed
guess.
to say, oh,
Oh, Dougi.
Get ready for this shit show, everyone.
You want me to say my name over again?
No, it was perfect the first time.
No, I think
Yeah.
we all got that, Carver.
You need to keep that one.
Also, babe, if you're gonna yell at Snoopy, can you mute yourself? Because otherwise you're gonna be interrupting us all the time.
Yeah, you said it right when Caitlin said her name, and it sounded like Aylin, and I was like, what? Threw me
My name
off.
is Snoopy! Like, okay. As you can tell, we're all famished. We're all shoveling food in our faces, but
Yep.
worth it.
So Brandy, say her name too?
I
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
As you were dying of laughter from your mouthful of food there.
What up, Dougs?
We are like very
Did he call us ducks?
I think I said
go-getters
Doug.
Ducks?
I meant to say dogs. I think it came out Dougs.
Like I said, shit show.
Well, I'm
are
not
now
speaking
the
very
four
well
Dougs.
today, so
Now, is that Doug with an E or without an E?
I need to remember this so I can put it in the description. Listen to the four Dougs.
No, it's 3 Dougs and a HarHar.
without the E.
Without the E.
Well, Doug, you want to kick us off? Whichever Doug.
Doug 1, Doug 2, or Doug 3?
I don't even know which one of us is which.
I can't even remember which order we go in right now.
I think we're just trying to see how we're doing, what's up with everyone's life right now.
Oh,
We
yeah.
haven't started this date yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, us ladies
we
have
do
new
that?
names. We're Doug.
Do we update each other on each other's life, or do we just not care?
You
No,
guys been
we get
updating me
trouble when we
every
do
all day
stuff
today.
like that.
You guys been
We get
updating
in
me
trouble
all day.
when we
So
update our brother.
True. We're not allowed to talk to our brother throughout the day.
I didn't say I was mad. I was like, this is completely new. Why are we doing this?
Apparently,
You got-
we just annoy our brother when we talk to him, so...
You didn't annoy me. I'm just
Okay.
like trying to figure out what's going on.
That's not the
And here's
vibes
the
that I'm
thing.
getting.
Here's the thing. I get home, and he goes, Brandy and Tiff updated me through every minute of their day today, and he's like, I'm not convinced that you weren't a part of it. And I'm like, I wasn't! It's like, I don't know what they're doing.
You don't want to know that I scanned ordinances like for half my day today?
You didn't want to know about my boring meeting?
Or that I went to the chiropractor?
Sure. I mean,
You like that picture of your nephew I sent you.
yeah. He looked like he was having fun.
Him and his little mask thing that he wears when he walks to and from school.
Oh,
It's so cold he wears this like face mask up to here and then his hat and everything. but he's
Today
sitting
wasn't
in my
even that
car
cold.
at 7:30 this morning it was.
Oh.
It was only like 17 degrees. So I gave him a ride to school.
Yeah, I was loving the 55-degree weather. It was kind of
You
nice.
know, if it was our parents, they would have made us walk to school.
Uphill both ways.
Yep.
Actually, it was more downhill on the way home.
Yeah, you got nothing to speak for. You didn't have that.
Yeah, whenever I forgot you, you just called Granny and she came and picked you up.
No, I had to walk to her house because she was working
Oh,
usually.
yes. Oh, yeah, it was only a few blocks away, though.
And not only that, I did walk home quite a few times, so just shush. You guys make it seem like I just, like, lived this pampered life.
You did. You lived a very pampered life. You were like the only child.
Yeah, it was kind of nice. It was quiet.
You never got grounded.
What?
Dad would ground you, and then Mom would be like, "Okay, fine, have fun."
That's not true. I was grounded a lot. In 5th grade, I got grounded because I forged Brandy's signature on a think time.
Yes.
You know,
Why
you want to know how I got caught?
How?
You misspelled my name.
I forgot the N.
You put Brady.
Brady.
Why would Brandy have signed your think time?
Because I couldn't forge my mom's. She had signed too many of them, he knew at that point.
You want to know what I do on checks now that my last name starts with a B? I'll end up half the time signing a Brandy. 'Cause I'm not used to the next B. And the bank still accepts them.
Brandy.
Brandy.
I'll just warn the bank, hey, there's a check coming through.
Oh my god.
Signed Brandy.
Never trust a chick with 2 first names.
True.
I guess technically you have 3 because your middle name could be a first name too, but
Uh-huh.
Also, I think every time I actually see the spelling of your middle name, I'm always like, oh yeah, there's an H. Every
Yes, there
single
is.
time. I
Mom
always
just had to
forget.
make my name very unique and difficult in life.
Brandy
I could
isn't
never
that
find,
unique.
you know, like those keychains, like the name keychains. It was
Yeah.
never with a Y. It was always with an I.
I just never found Tiffany.
And then if
Yeah,
you,
Wait.
I'm like,
okay.
oh, let's get Nicole. Nicole
What?
never came with an H.
Wait. Mom made your name difficult and unique?
I was like, Brandy,
Dad,
your name is
Dad
not that
did
unique.
your name, Casper.
I know, but it's like, I'm pretty sure I had the most unique name here.
But at
Wait
least
a
you
minute.
weren't named after a dog.
That's what I was gonna ask. I was like, who was it that was named after a dog?
Me! Her favorite childhood dog growing up.
That's funny.
I don't think I knew that.
I don't even know if I knew that.
I don't remember who I was named after. Or what I was named after.
I think by you, we
Well-
just wrote down a bunch of names and they just picked Tiffany. I do remember going through the list with them.
I don't
I
think
think
that's part of the
Michelle
name.
was a top contender too.
Michelle.
But Michelle is just not a you. You are not a Michelle.
Please don't call me Michelle.
But you know, Casper has the most common middle name. You know, Lee.
Yeah. Casper Talkington. Very unique. Middle name Lee.
Could have been Dad's middle name.
It could have been.
L.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's go by L on here.
Are you going to say it, Tiff? You going to say it?
No, I got grounded for that one too.
You did. I do
No.
remember that one. He warned you to stop, and you didn't.
That
He still
That's,
gets pissed at me.
L is Uncle Steve's middle name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
All right. So does anyone have any news they want to share?
Tiffany does.
Does
Is
she
she
want
gonna
to
share
share?
it?
I think we're gonna dedicate this episode to my parents' dog.
Poor Pooh
Oh,
Bear.
that wasn't the news I thought you were going with, but okay.
Their cute little white fluff ball. Was he a Maltese? No, he was a
Multi-poo.
Maltipoo.
Multiple.
There you go. He passed away this morning. It was very sad. He was with my parents for 15 years. My parents, not your
R.I.P.
guys's.
Pooh Bear.
Hood rat.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can get this to show up because I found this picture today of Pooh
Aw,
There's
Bear and
Rocky.
Rocky.
Rocky. Oh, and Pooh Bear.
That
They're
was when,
up there in doggy heaven playing.
yep, they're reunited.
Oh,
Sweet
besties.
boys. R.I.P.
So
boys.
that's the dedication that I got.
Little hood rat, Pooh Bear.
Brandy, if
He
it
just
wasn't
wanted
for
to
your
do
fan
rat stuff with
spinning,
his friends.
I
You would
think
think I was
frozen.
frozen.
Yeah. You just
It's
staring.
like that commercial, or not the commercial. What is that? Like that
Oh, that reel where they
that
all
reel where like everyone tries to like freeze themselves,
but there's
but the
stuff
one guy
playing
is
in the
still
back.
blinking, and the fan is going. The other
The
one's
other
the
one's
TV.
eating.
He's trying to eat his chips.
He's eating his chips. And their boss is like, I can clearly see that none of you are actually frozen.
You guys are dumbasses. Oh
But
man. I
uh,
graduated from my CPM class.
Oh yeah! Yay!
Because we haven't
Congrats!
recorded since then, have we? Or have we?
mhm.
Did we?
I
I
don't
don't
think so.
remember.
I can't remember.
Yeah, we do. We recorded right after Christmas.
We did?
Mm.
Yep.
Okay.
If you say so, Mom.
I think she's right. I think we did South Carolina shortly after Christmas. Because you didn't have your homework ready.
No, I did. Well, my computer completely took the dump. So,
The dump.
the dump.
The dump.
The dump. It's gone.
I do have news. Oh, I
Okay.
got heartburn. These chimichangas are gonna kill me tonight.
Is that your heart news?
Yep. I got a bad heart. My brother gave it to me.
Her heart's burning.
He passed it on to you.
My brother
I'm
has a
glad
heart
you could scoop
condition,
me in
so
that.
mine's burning. I am 16 weeks pregnant
Yay!
with a child that Maylee named Ryder Pink.
Ryder
So,
Pink.
What'd she name
Can you
it?
say it
Ryder
again?
Pink,
Ryder Peak?
Ryder Pink. That's what
Red
she
or
named
Red
it.
or Peak? Okay.
But she was calling it a boy girl too, so.
Yeah, it's her baby boy girl.
Okay.
Um,
I'm sure Papa's
she's very
thrilled with
excited.
that.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's all I got.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We'll see
You were
how this
just
one
out.
turns out.
You were just out. He says that so.
You were just out.
Just out.
Well, it
I
says
was waiting
that
for the
dogs
hand to go.
understand. It says dogs understand female voices better than male voices.
Oh,
Well, your
so
voice is already pretty high pitched, so I don't think you need to go any higher.
so you're saying when I talk like a man, it's actually not scary to them? When I say,
No,
Asher John!
no, it just.
Asho!
What?
Ashul! Stop, Ashul!
What do you want?
Who went you, Daddy?
I'm a
Don't bite my
puppy.
nose. Don't eat
Give
my
me
nose.
loves. Give me loves.
All right, should we go on with the state?
I guess. God, you're so pushy.
Stop! Stop! Eat my nose.
It's already 45 minutes after. Jeez. Okay. Our state is
Snoopy's attacking Casper.
Oh, our state is Arizona, and
Yep.
I got some badass facts. Listen, I didn't mean for my segment to be so long, but it might be a little long, so
Ew.
bear with me. There's a lot of I just want to apologize in advance. I'm gonna do the best I can, but I am not meaning to butcher. We have some
Don't grab a toy.
Indian names, and then we got some Spanish names and stuff like that, so I'm gonna do my best, okay? The history of Arizona. So, the Paleo-Indian, Archaic, Post-Archaic, Spanish, Mexican, and American periods. Here we go. That's what it all encompasses. Here we go. Sorry. About 10,000 to 12,000 years ago, Paleo-Indians settled in what is now Arizona. A few thousand years ago. Okay, I want to put a backstory. The reason I'm doing this history about it is because I feel like Arizona is very, like, diverse in their culture there. I feel like the land there has a lot. I mean, all of our states do, but I don't know. Arizona just kind of... There's a lot of cultures, a lot of things, a lot of history there. And it just kind of intrigued me. So that's why I wanted to do all this. Okay, about 10,000 to 12,000 years ago, Paleo-Indians settled in what is now Arizona. A few thousand years ago, the ancestral Puebloan, the Hohokam, the Mogollon, and the Sinagua cultures inhabited the state. However, all these civilizations mysteriously disappeared from the region in the 15th and the 16th centuries. In my opinion, it probably wasn't an actual mystery, but I don't
But
know.
what centuries?
15th and 16th centuries.
So you're talking about 1400s and 1500s. So white men
Yes.
hadn't came across it yet. Really?
You
But I
don't
thought in
know?
1492, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
I mean, that's what I was kind of thinking.
But didn't they land over, like, in the Massachusetts area?
Columbus? No, he
I
landed in the
don't-
Caribbean.
Oh, yeah.
They conquered South America before they came up north.
Oh, wait. Tiff, back to your history lesson.
Okay. Today, countless ancient ruins can be found in Arizona. Arizona was part of the state of Sonora, Mexico, from 1822, which, honestly, I had no idea. Like, I was trying to figure out where the Sonoran hot dog came from, and I had no idea it had to do with Mexico. Like, you know?
Mhm.
Okay, sorry.
The Sonoran
Arizona was
Desert.
part... What?
The Sonoran Desert. That's in Arizona.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't put two and two together. It's fine. Arizona was part of the state of Sonora, Mexico from 1822, but the settled population was small. In 1848, under the terms of the Mexican Cession, the United States took possession of Arizona above the Guile River after the Mexican War and became part of the territory of New Mexico. By means of the Gadsden Purchase, the United States secured the northern part of the state of Sonora, which is now Arizona, south of the Guile River in 1854. Okay, I told you this part is really long, so bear with me. In 1863, Arizona was split off from the territory of New Mexico to form the Arizona Territory. The remoteness of the region was eased by the arrival of the railroads in 1880. Arizona became a state in 1912, but was primarily rural with an economy based on cattle, cotton, citrus, and copper. Remember those 4 things. Cattle, cotton, citrus, and copper.
So the 4 C's.
Dramatic? Yes, the 4 C's.
Like we're the
Dramatic?
4 Doug.
Yes. Yes, the 4 Dougs. Well, the
Without
3
the-
Dougs and
The 3
the
Dougs, yeah.
HarHar.
Rawr.
Okay, sorry, Tiff.
No, you're good. Dramatic growth came after 1945, which is crazy because when you think about it, that's really not that long ago. I mean, it is, but not. As retirees and young families who appreciated the warm weather and low costs immigrated from the Northeast and Midwest, which, yeah, that's kind of what still happens. In the Mexican-American War, the garrison commander avoided conflict with Lieutenant Colonel Cook and the Mormon Battalion, withdrawing while the Americans marched through the town on their way to California. In the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo in 1848, Mexico ceded to the U.S. the northern 70% of modern-day Arizona above the Sonora border along the Guile River. During the California Gold Rush, and upwards of 50,000 people traveled through on the Southern Immigrant Trail, pioneered by Cook, to reach the gold fields in 1849. The Pima villages often sold fresh food, provided relief to distressed travelers among this throng and to others in subsequent years. So, that's kind of your history. Who's got
Good
fun
job.
facts?
Well, I got the meaning and origin, the
Okay,
motto,
go for it.
nickname. It's debated how Arizona's got its name. According to historian James H. McClintock, it's derived from a native place that sounded like Elzon or Ali Shoal, which means small spring. But the current state historian, Marshall Trimble, believes Arizona is more of a Spanish or Basque word, meaning the good oak tree. The motto is Dignitatis Deus, which is Latin, means God and riches. And the nickname is the Grand Canyon State. I don't know why. It's not like the Grand Canyon's in Arizona.
The way Brandy
You know what-
was frozen for a minute. You get the look on your face, you're like,
I was gonna say, my absolute favorite thing always is hearing Casper do Latin words.
yes.
My husband tried to throw a piece of paper at me and he totally missed and it made me laugh.
Alright. Are you done, Casper?
Yeah,
Sorry, I got-
Snoopy just discovered he has a tail.
Is he chasing it?
He just caught it, yeah.
I love that.
Well, Casper's been saying for the past couple days, he's like, I don't think Snoopy realizes he has a tail.
That's awesome.
Okay, so the state capital of Arizona is Phoenix. The population as of 2023 was 7.431 million for the U.S. Census Bureau. And the governor of Arizona is Katie Hobbs. Oh, and I forgot to say how long she's been governor. Sorry. I think she
That's okay.
just got elected, like this, not this year, but like this past term. I think. I don't know. I can't remember. Sorry, I fail.
No, it's okay.
F.
I
I know.
I also forgot to mention that it was the 48th state, which is that so far the newest state that we've covered?
I think so, because there's just be 2 other states newer.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't done those.
I don't think so. So that's kind of cool. Brand, you got anything?
Yeah, I do. Go away.
Okay, bye.
My daughter won't leave me alone.
Them dang kids. Who needs them?
All right, Was I doing fun events or like events in Tucson or
No,
Tucson in Arizona?
just no, just fun facts about the state.
But I don't have any fun facts about Arizona.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to. Um,
I'm events and names, funny names. I'm not told to get fun facts.
dude,
Are you adding more to my list?
how many episodes have we
Casper
recorded
normally
with
does
you?
fun facts.
We do this every episode.
We all do
I don't-
some.
Yes, I don't
Well,
know
I
where
don't
you've
have
been,
any.
but
I should have looked up how many people have fallen into the Grand Canyon.
Arizona is a state. That's my fun fact.
Casper, can you turn your volume down a little bit, please?
Casper, can you turn your voice down a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on house talk.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll jump into food and drinks here. Our drink, I'm gonna start with that. We did, oh, excuse me. We did, lemonade because that is the official state drink. Okay? And I don't know if you guys have your lemonade, but this is mine. Pea in a cup.
I forgot the state drink. Sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
I was gonna find like those Arizona tea things and do lemonade from them, and I forgot.
Yeah. It's fine. I gotta figure out, how do you click on a link?
You hover over it and click it.
Oh, there it goes.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
sorry.
Where it says click here.
Stay down.
In my notes, I just did a link because I was like, I don't want to copy all this. Well, not copy, but like, I didn't want to.
Type it all.
Okay, so I feel like here lately I've kind of just done like, if it's a drink, I'll do where you can get the drink, or, you know, I feel like I guess I've done a little bit of a deep dive, but I wanted to talk about, since it's lemonade, and that's kind of a very, like, diverse drink, like, I swear you can get lemonade anywhere. I wanted to talk about Arizona actually passing a bill to make it a state drink, which made me kind of laugh. Okay,
Arizona has a
so-
lot of funny laws we'll get into.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, so in May of 2019, HB 2692 was signed into law as ARS 40. I have no idea what that's, so I don't understand laws and stuff like that. But it was by Governor Doug Ducey? Ducey.
Wait, what's his first name?
Doug.
Hey, it's one of the dogs.
We found the fourth Doug!
Our long lost Doug. No idea. I didn't even. When I read it, I didn't even like acknowledge that. That's funny. But our buddy Governor Doug here, he made lemonade the official state drink. So I went kind of down a rabbit hole with this because it was kind of funny. So a teenager that was living in Gilbert, Arizona, his name is Garrett Glover. He is the one who pushed the governor to make lemonade its state drink. His only argument about why he wanted this to be done is because, okay, the state seal, Arizona state seal, has 4 C's on it. And I don't know if you remember what they were. Casper?
Copper, citrus.
Cotton and cows.
Cattle.
Cattle.
Same
She
thing.
called on me, not you guys.
I did. You guys are like those annoying people in class who just like answer without.
But at least you know we're not asleep.
True. So, he he realized that the state seal had had four of the five C's on it. So the four C's that are on the seal is cattle, copper, cotton, and climate. And he said you forgot about citrus. So therefore, he's like, our state drink needs to be lemonade. Literally, that was his argument. And the governor was
It
like,
could have been orange juice.
right?
Whatever.
Well, at least it wasn't lime juice.
Oh, I know. So, uh, that's literally, and it was a controversy, like, from the beginning of 2019 until May 19, 2019 when it got passed. It was a
May of
huge
20 of 19.
controversy, 20 of 19, in the state. Like, people are like, this is ridiculous. Why do we need to have this state drink? There's so many others that we could have. Like, a lot of people, the board didn't want to pass it. A lot of people actually voted on a margarita.
Ooh.
But when all was said and done, oh yes, Glover's other argument, sorry, was the fact that no other state had lemonade as their official state drink. So he's like, let's be unique. So
I'm pretty sure none of them have margarita as their official state drink either.
right, and the Senate was very resistant on it, like I said. But when it came down to it, the House passed the bill on a 57-3 vote. Like, there was such a
So
controversy. Right. Such a controversy. And then they were like, yeah, okay. Like, and those three people, I'm sure, were the ones that were like, I wanted a fucking margarita. Like,
1,000%.
where's
With
my
citrus, we're
tequila?
going grapefruit juice.
Who let these fucking kids in here?
Why is a teenager going through all this work to make us do this stupid vote?
But I'm proud of that teenager. A lot of teenagers don't get into that stuff. But for him to do
You're
that
right.
research and take it to the right way,
Yeah. I tried to
I do love that
like,
that is the hill that he chose to die on.
yes, exactly.
Yes. Yes. And now I'm wondering, because this is 2019, I guess I don't know what his actual age is, it just said teenager, but now I'm wondering, like, is he 21 now? Because...
He might want to rechange
oh,
Yeah.
I should have done the margarita.
Exactly.
His mom's probably yelling at him like, really? Lemonade?
And then
Really?
I also wanted to be like, or I also was trying to figure out why did he choose this specific thing? I was like, was it a school project maybe? Like, why would just a teenager come out and be like, I'm gonna get a bill passed for lemonade? Like, did he really love lemonade that much? Or
He
was
wanted
it...
to impress a girl.
He was
Ooh.
bored and just wanted something to do.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That they didn't really say much about it, but like when I say controversy, like not only the Senate or whatever, but like news reporters and stuff like that, they were all like, there's articles that were going back and forth like, this shouldn't be our state drink. Like, it's fucking lemonade. Like,
No,
why
no.
is it that big of a deal? And just
Now-
because it's your state
oh.
drink doesn't mean
Well,
that's
it's
all
just
you
like
can have.
Florida right now. And Florida's going through the whole changing their state bird issue.
Now, only a teenager could do this law because you know why? 'Cause they're not paying the taxes that everyone else is paying to get for these people to actually do this.
True. True.
Yep.
So, yes. Okay, and then I also included 2 of the highly recommended spots to get lemonade, and I limited down to just Phoenix because that's the state capital. So the first, and they're both 4.1 stars. I did nothing like, but the first is called Cutie Lemonade and More. It is veteran owned, so I thought that was kind of unique, kind of cool. It's also shared with the churro place, so I was like, hell yeah,
Ooh.
twofer.
All right. I'm listening.
Lemonade and churros.
Exactly. But they also sell shaved ice, and I freaking love shaved ice. And they have a mobile truck, so they can. Did I just say mobile truck?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
They have a food truck that they take, and you can, like, not rent it, but have it come to your events and stuff like that. I was like, that's kind of cool. And then the
Also,
second
can I
place-
just say, he said the teenager said the other C should be citrus, but now I'm thinking it should have been churros.
Churros. Hell yeah. Dude, I love
Babe, we gotta move to
churros.
Arizona. I gotta get this on the ballot.
We need a
Fuck you,
6C.
You forgot about number 6.
Where the hell's Doug?
Governor Doug.
Okay, sorry.
You Dougs
Doug
need to stick
number
together
2
here.
here. Oh, okay. The second place is called Wow Wow Hawaiian Lemonade, and it's like capitalized. Wow wow. So I had to emphasize that.
What do they put in the lemonade?
It is very much Hawaiian themed, which is really cool. But it's also 4.1 stars, and they have acai. Is that how you say it?
Yep. Acai bowls.
Acai bowls and smoothies. But their menu, I went through their menu. It's huge. They have any kind of like lemonade mixture that you can think of. Like they had some with like they had a pina colada lemonade. Like I don't know. They just had like a huge diverse assortment of lemonades, and I was like, damn, I could get on board with this.
They have every type of lemonade except lemonade.
Except just plain old lemonade. But yeah, that's what I got for lemonade. So,
Was that Bailey?
That was like perfect timing.
God, it really was. She is. Oh my god. Okay, so for food, I said the Sonoran hot dog. And listen, I'm still gonna talk about it. But when I went back, so fun fact, we celebrated our family Christmas last weekend finally, and I was talking to Casper and Kaitlin, and I went to go research something or look at something, and chimichangas came up as the actual state food, and I was like, son of a bitch.
The 7th C.
What?
The 7th C.
Oh my god, guys. We really had to take this to the Senate right now. Like, they are missing out. What the hell are they doing?
They're gonna be like, why are these dumbasses bringing this to me right now? We're a little busy.
Why are 3 different Dougs and a HarHar?
Who the fuck is Doug?
And Doug. Oh, what commercial is that?
Emu.
Emu, and
Yes,
Doug.
and
And
Doug.
Without the E.
What came back to me was Casper saying, I went to say dogs, and it came out Doug.
Doug's.
All I can think of is on The Hangover when, like, Doug gets kidnapped or whatever, and he's singing the song about Doug.
Doug,
Doug.
And he's been murdered by crystal meth tweakers. Well, then we're shit out of luck.
Okay, so I don't. What do you guys want me to talk about first? The Sonoran hot dog or the chimichanga?
I'll do the Sonoran since you
Okay.
said that last time.
Okay, I don't have a whole lot on them. I said whole. That came from my freaking
Whole lot.
That came from my chest right there. Whole. I don't.
Are you trying to roll your H's?
That's a W. Oh wait.
It's a WH.
WH.
But...
Oh, you're like Stewie.
Okay.
Cool.
Whip. Okay, Sonoran hot dogs are a regional food in Arizona and northwestern Mexico that feature a bacon-wrapped hot dog on a bolillo bun topped with pinto beans, onions, tomatoes, and condiments. So it originated in Hermosillo. Again, I'm so sorry if I mispronounced it. Mexico in the late 1980s, and it became popular in Tucson, Phoenix, and other parts of southern Arizona. So, I mean, it makes sense why it's not actually the state food, because it wasn't actually originated from there. I mean, even though lemonade wasn't originated, it is what it is.
Cattle didn't come from just Arizona either. So.
Listen, the first cattle was born in Arizona.
The first cattle.
I was wondering if anybody would catch that.
And it came
Wait,
over with Christopher Columbus.
And it speaks Spanish.
Speak Spanish.
All cows speak Spanish, okay?
And somehow or another, Tiff is related to it.
I was born from a cow, just to let you guys know.
That's where she got all her freckles. She stood too close behind a cow.
After I was born from that said cow. Looking at you, Dad. After I was born
You
from
were
that
born from
said
your
cow.
dad?
No, but obviously Dad did some fun activities with a cow, claiming I ain't his. But that's really where this origin starts. He just doesn't want to admit it.
You know Dad's going to kill you after you see this, right?
Yep.
Are you claiming Dad did bestiality?
He either did that or he called Mom a cow, so which one's better?
Because I fell asleep in class does not condone bestiality.
Or call your mom a cow.
Priorities.
Oh, I'll disclose that in the explanation. Yep. I'll disclose that.
The description?
Yeah, thank you. Oh, I need to
I
write that one
apparently
down.
don't laugh enough because my kids are coming in here like thinking I'm having like a heart attack or a stroke or something.
Disclosure of bestiality.
Should that be one of our warning contents?
I totally spelled
Like
bestiality
at the beginning
wrong.
of those books.
Oh
The
my god.
content
yes.
warnings.
Leather and Lark are content warning.
I spelled bestiality. Beastility.
Come on, Doug. You're better than that.
Oh, it's
What
fine.
have you drank? Is that lemonade hitting you just right? Or what? Tiff,
So
you're
that-
pregnant. You can't be spiking your
I
lemonade.
know. I made it, so I know there's nothing in there. Okay, so the ingredients to make a Sonoran hot dog, which I kind of told you a little bit, but there's more. It's bacon wrapped hot dog in a bolillo or a brioche bun.
Brioche.
It says it's Birote.
Huh.
Pinto beans, onions, tomatoes, mayonnaise, mustard, jalapeno salsa, and roasted yarrow chili peppers.
All I could think is jalapeno on a stick.
Jalapeno on a stick. That's how I say jalapeno every time now. I can't say it normal. Okay. And then other toppings that it can also have on it is pico de gallo, Chihuahua cheese, which, I mean, I know Chihuahua is a state,
It's a
or
dog.
it's, well, it's a dog, but it's a place in Mexico. Like, it's an actual state in Mexico.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
So,
state in Mexico.
well, what do they call them? Territories? States? What's
Providence?
Mexico's
I don't know.
province? I don't.
Providences. I don't.
I actually
So,
don't know.
a city, maybe? Because I know Chihuahua is a city, I guess. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
city in Mexico. Somebody's a lion. Um, refried beans, guacamole, sour cream, and grilled onions and peppers. So
So,
It is a
that was
city and a state.
oh, okay. See, I wasn't
so what's
wrong.
the point of the hot dog?
Protein.
Thunder out the bacon around.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the beans put protein in there too.
I mean, you put all that stuff on there. Is there even a hot dog inside there?
Well, when you think about it, it's kind of like a
So it's like a hot dog with the kitchen sink.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Americanized burrito, kind of. Like hot dog, bacon, and then every condiment topping that you can think of. I don't know. I think I'd be okay with trying it, but obviously I want to do the onions because I don't like raw onions. I do, but I don't. I don't know. I'm weird about it.
Oh,
But
I'd
didn't they
try
say
it.
they were grilled?
They can be grilled. Yes.
Mine would have to be without onions.
Yeah.
No onion.
And
No onion.
I
Is there
can't have the
delivery time?
jalapeno salsa or the chili pepper because anything spicy kills me. But I think
Kills
I
you
would
dead?
try it. Yeah, it kills me dead.
Hmm?
It burns my heart because my brother has a heart condition. But I think I would try everything else. I don't know. So that's what I got on that though. And now we can go to chimichanga. I feel like I've talked a lot. Okay. Are you
Well, we
ready?
love hearing your beautiful voice.
I know, who doesn't? Chimichangas are widely considered to be Arizona's state food. Not official, it didn't go, there was no bill passed, but a lot of Arizonians consider it the state food. Because most food historians, so it did get somewhere, agree that the dish originated in Arizona, with many accounts claiming it was invented at a Mexican restaurant in Tucson, most notably at the El Charro Cafe, owned by Monica Flynn, making it a culinary landmark of the state. While the exact origin is debatable, the prevailing narrative is that the chimichanga. Wow, that's what I just said. Why did I repeat that? Okay, let's move on to the link that I have here.
How do you click on a link?
How do you click on this? Oh, poopy stains. Okay. So, I'm gonna attempt this. I again apologize. It does have the pronunciation, but I am not good at pronunciation. Okay, so from the Mexican term chimichanga, one account adduces that Sonoran immigrants brought the dish with them to Arizona. So that's one folklore. I don't know. Instead, most researchers agree that the chimichanga was, again, originated at the restaurant in Tucson. According to one source, Monica Flynn, the founder of the Tucson, Arizona restaurant El Charro Cafe, accidentally dropped a burrito into the deep fat fryer. And this happened in the 1950s, so she immediately began to utter a Spanish profanity beginning with chi, chingada. I don't know.
What does it mean?
But quickly, what?
What does it mean?
Hold your horses.
I don't speak Spanish, so I can't tell you.
I could ask your Spanish-speaking stepbrother, stepbrother,
Well,
brother-in-law.
Brother.
well, I
Wait,
think
wait. Is that what you get the secret you guys been hiding from me? I have a stepbrother?
what's really bad is I ignored it until you guys repeated it, and then I was like, oh god. I think it's a slang thing because chingar, the formal word, is to burn with coal. So I think chingada is a slang. Um, but she was starting to say Spanish profanity, starting with chi, but quickly stopped herself and instead exclaimed chimichanga, a Spanish equivalent of thingamajig. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I like it.
So since my thing was so long, I decided to kind of keep those two short. But that's what I got. So, yeah,
Okay.
did you guys, Brandy, I saw you didn't make chimichangas, but you
I don't
guys
know
did.
how to make them, and my family wouldn't eat them. My husband would, but
You know how I made
slash your
mine?
stepbrother.
Fucking don't
That's
start
worse.
that shit. We already get, Valentine shit from my brother. I don't...
Yeah, you already had that one time in company thinking we were married or something. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm not about to have a stepbrother that's married to my sister. I'm not. I can't
There's nothing
cross
normal
that
about
line.
this
It's
family.
like that book, Credence, isn't it?
It's a good
Whatever it
book.
is.
It is good.
I need to read it still.
Um, I was gonna say. Oh yeah, how I made my chimichangas was I walked into Walmart, went to their freezer sections, found some that looked really good, bought them, and I baked them in the oven. It's steak and cheese, and
Well,
they are really good.
isn't chimichangas normally you have to deep fry them, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we don't deep fry it at our house, so I pretty much baked a burrito, basically.
Yeah,
The chicken.
that's
It's
basic.
still
I
like
mean,
it crisped up
It did
enough
crisp
that it
up pretty
almost
well, chimichanga.
yeah. It almost seemed like
But
it
you
was
could have
deep
air
fried.
fried them.
I could have, but I wanted to bake them. Damn it!
See, I would make them, and nobody but Gabe would eat them.
nobody
Moxie
but
didn't even
Gabe
make
eats
the
your
supper
food
I
anyways.
made.
I was gonna say nobody
No,
eats your food anyways. So
Moxie wanted to go make popcorn instead. I guilt tripped her into eating my food.
So,
my
what did you
son ate
make?
popcorn for supper.
What did you
I
make,
made
Brandy?
like this chicken. I made like a chicken tortellini.
Oh, that
Mm.
sounds
That
good.
sounds good.
Yeah, it had sun-dried tomatoes in it and
Yeah,
everything. So
sounds healthy.
go away.
Go away, Doug.
My daughter. I don't like tomatoes. Why were you trying to poison me?
My
She's
daughter.
so dramatic.
My 11-year-old that I still have to tuck in every night like she's a baby.
Most dramatic little human being I know.
Oh, what's that word again, Tiff? Chinyata?
Chingada.
Ch Chingada. What does that mean? Yeah.
Chigada.
It
Chiga?
it means motherfucker.
Whoa!
Yeah. Hi, stepbrother.
Wait, I thought motherfucker was Peachy Madre.
He walked away.
Dang it.
He goes, it's like another term for motherfucker.
So there's probably a bunch of slang and stuff like that.
Yeah. Um. Oh, Brandy, I think it's your turn.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
I do events now, right?
Yep.
You do whatever you have because apparently you don't do anything else.
And that's
I
on
actually
period.
had like notes and everything, and then my computer took the pooper. And now I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, how am I going to do my taxes?
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, my passwords were on there. All right, so if Arizona has like your normal festivals, like your beer and wine festivals, your food festivals, and stuff like that. But I
Do
found a
they?
couple that I thought they do. But I found a
Oh,
couple that I thought were, did I say Tucson or Arizona?
You said Arizona.
Okay. I found a couple that I was like, oh, these are kind of interesting. One of them is the First Friday Art Walk. First Friday Art Walk. So it's a public art project that occurs on the first Friday of the year. And
of the year?
it displays, so yeah, it just says first Friday of the year.
No.
So I'm not sure if it's like first Friday of every month for the year or what. It just says first Friday of the year. And it's all art from anywhere. Like anybody, like we could do art and bring it and present it and sell it and display it and showcase it and stuff. And it could be any forms of art.
Let's make some art, guys. The three Dougs and a HarHar. That doesn't end
That's
in
what we
E.
should change our name to. Not because I fell asleep in class. It's the three Dougs and the HarHar.
That doesn't end in E.
Sure don't. It sure don't.
And one of the Dougs should have an E on the end of their name.
Like Doug, Doug, and Doug. Oh no. What is that?
Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie. It would be like Doug, Doug, and Doug, but all spelled different. Doug, Doug, and Dougie. No.
And HarHar.
No. And a HarHar.
Har.
It'd be like Doug, like D-U-G, and then D-O-U-G, and then Dougie with an I-E.
Oh, I was thinking you could do Doug and then Doug with two G's, so D-O-U-G-G.
Oh, there you go.
Oh. And then there's the Tucson Festival of Books. It's a community-wide celebration of literature. Offered free of charge, the festival exists to improve literacy rates among children and adults.
Oh, nice.
So it's like, obviously, a festival for just books, which I'm
What?
like,
I don't think
I
so.
want to go to that.
That's right up
I
our
need to
alley.
figure out what that is because we can all just take a trip to Tucson and come back with a bunch of books.
No.
We would have to drive because to be able to check our bags, that would be really expensive on the way back.
That makes sense. I was like, ew, driving.
And then we have the Tucson. I don't know why mine kept pulling up a bunch of stuff for Tucson. Tucson Gem, Mineral, and Fossil Showcase.
Frashers.
And you get to go like through like caves and stuff too.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Fossil, yeah. I was like, those are some interesting little vegetables.
Oh my god, what's wrong with us today?
Snoop was like,
Hey, Casper.
Yeah.
Right now I'm doing a podcast with my annoying siblings. I'll send you a snap later.
Hey, Casper, I'm drinking an ice water right now. I'll send you a picture of it once I have it emptied.
I just want to know what started this. It's me and Snap.
I just wanted to let you know. I wanted you to see it from my point of view.
oh my
Well,
god.
what started this? How did you guys get together and say, hey, let's annoy our brother today?
Today? Don't we annoy you all the time?
Well, okay, specifically today.
I
Not these, like-
still don't understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, this message showed up in our group chat, family group chat of, am I dying or something?
I
My
know,
sisters
that's
are talking to
weird.
me.
We talk like once every
his
3
other
weeks or
sisters.
something like that. And you're like, hey, hey, I'm doing this today. Okay.
He's like,
It's a
do I
good
look
night
like I give a
snack.
fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Well, at
Wait till the
first,
one that comes through later tonight.
I
at
don't think I
first
would
he
know.
was trying to start the conversation, and I was like, I'm not having that.
Yeah, every time you try to start a conversation, I'm like, I'm just gonna keep.
Yeah. I feel like, okay. And then like, you guys go dead for a while. And then you're like, hey, I'm doing this. Like, okay.
I
I didn't know
You
whether I
tried to
should
start a
respond
conversation
or
with me
what.
about water.
I didn't know if I should respond or just like, I didn't know what to do.
well, he kept trying to talk to me about the Chiefs, and I was like, shut the fuck up. I don't care.
No,
Oh,
I
I
just
didn't
asked
get
you
any of
because
those.
you said something about Derek. I go, what? Like that he's like using his tears to make it because the Chiefs won last night.
Derek made me an omelet this morning. So,
That was nice of you to let your brother know.
I thought so, and then here he comes like, God,
All right,
Mine
Kaitlin.
told me to put vodka in my water, and then I would drink it.
oh.
She goes. I need to drink more water today. Like, well, then bring a cup full of water. I'm so bored. Well, put vodka in your water. Liven it up.
that me that meeting I was in, I was like, I'm in a meeting and I don't understand any of it. And he goes, welcome to the club. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to talk about the government of Arizona. We'll see. Um, so our source, my source is Britannica. The Constitution of Arizona provides for maximum citizen participation through initiatives and referenda on legislation and recall of all elected officials, including judges.
Good job.
So, power to the people. In 1968, the state government went through a reorganization, and it did two things. First, it strengthened the power of the governor, and second, it streamlined the executive branch.
Is that Governor Doug?
Yeah, hell yeah, it's Governor Doug.
Okay. Just
Doug with an E or two G's?
Both. So, speaking of Governor Doug, the governor is elected to a 4-year term. The Secretary of State succeeds the governor, so if the governor seat were to be vacant, the Secretary of State would step in. The Secretary of State holds the second most highly contested elective office in the state. Additional members of the executive branch include the Attorney General, the State Treasurer, the Superintendent of Public Instruction, thought this was interesting, the State Mine Inspector, and a 5-member corporation commission which oversees public service corporations. So that's the executive branch. Now, the legislative branch, earlier when Tiff talked about the 57-3 landslide on getting lemonade as the state drink, the House of Representatives is 60 members, so there's your 57 plus 3. And
Is
the
that how
Senate
math
is
works?
30. I think so. My teacher, Mr. Doug, taught me.
Good job, Mr. Doug.
So, 60-member House of Representatives and 30-member Senate, and all members in both houses serve 2 years.
Bedtime.
So, moving on to the judicial branch, it went through a restructuring in 1960, which created the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeals, Superior Courts, and local justice and other courts.
Dang it!
Jeez, that scared me. That was loud.
Yeah, loud. That's Moxie. Judges on the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeals are appointed by the governor from nominees chosen by a commission. So commission gets together a number of nominees, and then the governor decides from there. Casper, fuck off. Other judges for other different courts are appointed or elected. Okay, I thought this was interesting. Maybe I'm the only one. But the state of Arizona only has 15 counties.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem very big.
Those are going to be big
I know.
counties.
I mean,
Well,
Nebraska has
okay.
93 counties.
That's what I'm
Like-
saying. Like, I would have thought Arizona would have had more, because I'm sure. I don't know.
That's what I would have thought, too.
Is counties
because-
how people come up with counties or whatever? Does it go by the population or literally just like the landmarks? Like, how do people come up with counties?
I don't know.
Casper, write that down.
Well, how did they come up with what the
There you
states were
go.
going to look like? The shapes of the states.
It's a
Well, that they sold different parcels of land or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
saying,
And,
I'm sure it's
It's
like
probably the same with
I
your
know a
county
lot of
bought
them.
certain parcels.
I know a lot of them were like a lot of it is based around like rivers and stuff like that too.
So yeah, so the reason that I came across this is the Arizona's 15 counties act as agents of the state. And so I saw Arizona's 15 counties and I was like, do they really only have 15 counties? So I Googled it and yeah, they only have 15 counties, which
That's
I thought was
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So between the 15 counties, they constitute the basic units of local government. The state law prescribes the town type of government for settlements of fewer than 3,500 people. So I assume that means whether you have like a city manager versus like a city council or whatever.
A mayor.
Or mayor, yeah.
the mayor.
Bob, it's the mayor. Metropolitan centers have considerably more freedom in organization and operation. So basically, with everything that I was kind of reading, it seems like Arizona gives a lot of power back to its people. Like, the citizens...
Power to the people.
The citizens, it seems like they have a lot more control over what happens, and like how cities are ran and stuff like that than most other states we've covered. So
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
No wonder they're such a happy state. Everybody who goes there, I've never heard one complaint.
Who just
What was
farted?
that? Yeah, I was like, who was
Casper.
that?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, did you really just fart?
I've been
You
farting
had to
for
do
a
it.
while now.
I was gonna say that
I
was
thought
just-
I heard it once before, but I thought when Tiffany bent over, but I thought maybe it was her chair. I was like I thought her chair squeaked.
I thought you were about to blame me, and I was like, no, it definitely wasn't me.
You're gardening or
And also, it just happened to fall on a very silent moment.
So it literally like lit up his square like he was talking.
It did. It turned purple. I was like,
Oh my god.
can you edit that part out?
Why?
No, I'm not editing that out.
That's dead.
I don't think I'm
That's
gonna edit
HarHar.
one thing.
That is not one of the Doug. That's HarHar for you.
I'm not gonna edit one thing out of this episode.
This is almost as good as their Minnesota episode.
I have to say, Caitlin, you did really well with going. Just keep going with your stuff with the foot that was hanging off behind me and me almost falling out of the chair.
Yeah, she ignores everything.
Yeah,
She's a
I'm really good
professional.
at ignoring you. I did have one last thing on the Arizona government. Since the 1950s, Arizona changed from what was traditionally a one-party state dominated by Democrats to a system in which both major parties participate fully. Now, I thought that was interesting that the state went that long with essentially just one party.
Hmm.
I feel like that's pretty unheard of. So I just wanted to throw that in there because I thought it was interesting. All right, moving on to weird laws. And I will say, I think this Arizona probably has some of the weirdest laws I think we've come across so far, in my opinion.
What? That's that's raising a bar there. Like,
I know, and there's only 10 of
Yeah,
them,
because you know
so
that one we couldn't blow our nose in public, so
well, everything had to do for a while with wearing a hat and
yeah.
with a feather in it or something. I don't know.
we
Or
called it
you can't have an
macaroni.
ice cream in your pocket, ice cream cone in your
Yeah.
pocket,
Yep.
trying to
No
feed a
ice cream in the
horse.
back pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, our weird laws this time around come from sargonlawgroup.com, and these are 10 weird laws in Arizona. So, to start, it is illegal to remove or cut down a saguaro cactus,
Mm.
which I don't think is necessarily weird because, I mean, it is Arizona. But what is kind of interesting is, so, Casper, can you turn down your volume a little bit more, please?
Hey, can I piggyback on that? It's
Sure.
also their state flower. Like the bloom that's on them is their state flower. So
Okay.
maybe that's why. I don't know. Go ahead though.
Yeah, so the cactus itself is considered to be a state treasure and is highly protected. And if you do not get a permit and you cut down a saguaro cactus, you can spend up to 25 years in prison.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So that okay, so I had some friends that went there a few years ago. I don't know. You guys know her, Alicia. But
Mhm.
her and her husband went and they went through like kind of like you know where you see those like wildflower garden things or whatever you
Mhm.
can walk through a whole bunch of wildflowers. Well, they have something like that but for cactuses, and she really wanted to take a cactus home, and she said that there are signs everywhere that it's like if you touch this cactus, like you will get fined. If you take a cactus home, you will get jail time. And then like you saying that, like that's crazy.
Yeah. They take their cacti seriously in Arizona, that's for sure.
Apparently.
All right, next law says it's illegal to feed garbage to pigs.
Oh, damn, we can't throw the
Yeah.
body in there, guys.
Well, that's not garbage.
Or is
That's
it?
composting.
Depends on who it is. They could be a trash of a person.
I said a
So-
little bit. That's a lot.
This is something else that I thought was really odd. So this law of not feeding trash to pigs, it applies to facilities that raises pigs. And
Oh.
it doesn't permit the owners to feed them trash without a license. So you can get a license to feed trash to pigs.
You don't need
Like,
a license to drive a sandwich. Sorry.
I was like,
So
so
What do you gotta do to get a license to feed trash to pigs?
I don't.
Like, how do you acquire that?
I don't know. I don't know. But the fact
Casper,
that they
write
allow
that
you
down.
to get a permit to feed trash to pigs.
Casper, you're
Like,
very quiet. Are you still alive?
Yeah, I'm alive.
ooh, I got my permit. I can feed trash to the pigs.
Casper, did you write that down?
Even if he did, he couldn't read it.
Hey, my handwriting's getting
Damn.
better.
It actually really has gotten better. Like, I almost don't recognize it because I can actually read it.
That was a backhanded compliment.
It's our love
I
language.
don't Oh, that's funny. Go ahead.
Love you, babe. Oh, he
Aren't
doesn't
you
love me too.
frozen?
All right.
No, she was waiting for Casper to say "I love you" back, and he did it.
Yeah.
Oh, is he frozen?
No, he's just
Can
not
he even
moving.
hear us?
Is he
So
frozen?
this next
I can't
law.
tell now.
Har
Is your-
Har, are you there?
Yeah, I'm
Is your
here.
heart beating still? Oh, okay, good. Whew.
I was like, can he even hear us? Is he
Thought we
sleeping?
lost you there
Nope,
for a
I'm
second.
here.
I got worried.
Meanwhile, I was like, nah.
Fuck him.
He didn't
So
say
get
love
it?
me back.
Yeah, you didn't love me back, so.
What is that, Sigetta?
Huh?
Singetta.
Or what she said for the chimichanga?
Nora?
Chingada? Wait, hold on.
Are you calling me a
Chingada.
motherfucker?
Sorry.
No, that's what you're going to say about
Chingada.
me.
Oh, well, you
mean-
are chingada.
What's wrong?
Chingada.
All right, so next law is specific to Goodyear, Arizona, and I am not opposed to this one at all. It says spitting in public is prohibited on crosswalks, highways, and sidewalks. Not opposed to it. Spitting like that is disgusting, so I'm here for it. Next law. More than 6 unrelated women cannot live together. And it was because back in the day in Maricopa County, they had a lot of brothels and they wanted to keep the prostitution rates down. So they
makes
restricted how
sense.
many women could live together.
Did we have that law in another state before?
Yeah, there's been a few like that. Like Omaha, Nebraska,
There we
they
go.
can't have
Yeah.
they can't have sorority houses because they're considered brothels. And I remember there was another state that it specifically was like only 6 unrelated women can be under one roof, and all of us were like, well, we can't go there for girls' weekend. I mean, technically we can because we're related, but. All right, this next law is very unique, I think. It is illegal to modify crane games so that people lose.
What?
So the the claw.
Oh, crane games.
Yeah.
What I was thinking of was the heavy machinery, the crane. And I was like, what?
That's the game I want to play.
So-
Okay.
Yes, it is illegal to modify those games so that people lose. You also cannot put prizes where the crane arm can't reach, and you also cannot use currency as a prize, so you can't put money in there as a prize. They are very specific with their crane law.
Yeah,
They
why
take their
the
crane
fuck
games
is-
serious.
I was gonna say, my God, like,
Yeah. See, I told you, Arizona has some weird like, very weird laws.
that is interesting.
Hey, Casper, I finished my drink.
You might text me that.
Yep.
This next law might be my favorite. It is called the Stupid Motorist Law.
The what?
The Stupid Motorist Law.
Oh, okay.
It says that anyone who passes a police-enforced barricade and ends up stuck or trapped in floodwater will have to pay for the cost of their own emergency rescue.
Okay, first off, here's what I gotta say about that. I agree. Secondly, you also gotta pay for your wrecked vehicle now, so good luck with that one. And that's
Yep,
all I
that's
got.
what you
I'm
get.
just saying, like, you're a fucking dumbass, so that one makes
Yeah.
sense.
Well, at least they
You
didn't
pretty
try
much
to
just
fly it
repeated
into
the
a
law.
cornfield.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, yeah, I agree.
At least they didn't
I
fly it through a
agree.
cornfield.
Moving on.
All right, staying on the topic of traffic laws. Traffic laws apply to horseback riders who have the same protections and rights as motorists. So if you are riding on a horse, you have all the same rights as someone who is driving a vehicle.
All right.
These laws also apply to people on camels, donkeys, and any other animal that can be ridden, as well as horse-drawn carriages.
I am buying a camel, and I'm moving to Arizona, and I'm gonna be like, fuck you, anybody who honks at me.
Yes, because we see camels in Arizona like all the time, right?
Actually, they are very
Oh,
common
you've
in
been to
Arizona.
Arizona?
Really, they are?
Yeah.
I've never been to Arizona, so
They realized a long time ago camels get around better in the sand and desert than horses do, so they imported a bunch of camels into Arizona. The problem is they forgot to keep them kind of piled up, so now there is a large wild herd of camel in Arizona.
oh,
Nice. Can we reiterate the whole, oh yeah, because we see a lot of camels in Arizona. Like, we've fucking been there. Tell me
Well-
when's the last time you've been there, Brandy?
What's funny about that, though, is she's the one who spoke up, but the other three of us have technically been to Arizona. Because
Have
we
I?
flew through Phoenix.
Oh, yes. I was like, when did I go to Arizona?
I thought he's
you
trying to
went
get like
when
the.
you were younger. Tiff, didn't you go with Granny and Butch when you were younger?
No, I went to
I
New
thought you guys
York.
went to the Grand Canyon.
No, it's from New
Two.
York.
To
Oh.
New York.
Okay.
The other
Okay.
side.
Yeah, the
Oh.
other side of the country.
Well, I
I thought you guys went on a trip.
I thought it's funny.
We-
Brady's trying to do
we
the
did
camel
go
thing
on a
like we did the
trip.
giraffes up in Idaho.
Well, I was thinking of the stupid giraffes. So I was like, wasn't there a state with the giraffe on a
Idaho.
mountain or something like that?
Idaho, yeah.
Tell
So
yourself there's a
fucking
giraffe
confused.
behind you. Turn around and look. Put an ice cube
Put
down
an
your
ice
own
cube.
shirt.
We mentioned that to her, and she had no idea what we were talking about.
Well, she wasn't
Casper and I
very
talk
old.
about it all the time. Like,
How old
Remember
was
how
she?
old
Like
she-
5?
I
I don't
don't
know.
remember. But oh my god,
Well,
it was so
I
funny.
mean, yeah, I don't know. Ugh.
Alright, I have 3 laws left. Next one says it's illegal to, the way they word this, it's illegal to mutilate or perform any dishonorable acts on a flag. Essentially what that means is like you can't draw on it, paint on it, advertise on it, stuff
Oh,
like that.
because it did not sound that way to me.
No.
I know, I was like, mutilate or perform a dishonorable act. I was like, are you having sex on the flag? Are you peeing on the flag? Are you pooping? Like,
Make it a
I mean,
glory
to me,
hole.
like,
No. We
Yeah.
don't talk about glory holes in this family.
no.
Did she? Oh, I was about to say, did she freeze? But her fan
The fan gets you every time. You're like, is Brandy
every
frozen?
time.
What are you gonna do one time when I don't have the fan on?
I'm gonna be like, she's out. We'll take her.
She gowned.
We lost a Doug.
One Doug down.
The one without the E.
Yeah. Make sure there's no E in her name.
All right.
Uh,
Next one. So, a state law introduced in 1971 made the bolo tie the official tie of the state of Arizona.
the bolo? What's that?
It's the one with like the two strings that comes,
Oh.
Oh.
if that makes sense.
It's like a belt
Yeah.
buckle tie.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Yep. So it's a state law. That's
State law.
probably where that kid got the idea for the freaking lemonade. And the last law. In the state of Arizona, they do allow street racing if the landowner or officials actually approve of the race. And if approved, you can challenge anybody to a street race.
Oh, hell yeah. Let me take
Tiff?
my minivan. I'ma get you.
No, Tiff, take your camel.
No, my camel, that's a luxury vehicle. I need to keep that one safe.
She rides up on her camel and challenges some dude with a donkey to a street race.
Hey, I have heard that camels can kind of run fast.
They can.
Yeah.
So,
So you would win against the donkey.
true. Somebody just needs to pull up in their mobile truck and challenge me to a camel race. So, oh,
Oh boy.
I just heard Mama!
Maylee's trying to bust through the door. Mom!
Mommy!
Oh. Okay, keep going, Kaitlin. I'll be right back.
Mommy!
All right, we're moving on to our funny news segment. I got two stories. One is pretty short, and the other is a little bit longer, but I think they're both entertaining. So, this first one is from iHeart.com. And the headline, are you ready for the headline? The headline is, a goat named Billy in custody for property damage, peed on an Arizona deputy.
Butt crack Bill.
Okay, I did actually change Bill's name in my phone to Buttcrack Bill.
That's awesome. Hold on, honey.
Yeah, so every time he texts or like reacts to a message, it pops up and says Buttcrack.
Butt crack Bill.
Well, I don't know how well you can see it, but the nickname up there says Buttcrack Bill.
That's awesome.
Hi, Bill.
We love you, Dad.
So
Here's
this happened
this one.
So this happened in September of 2022, and I'm going to read this pretty much verbatim because it's a pretty short article, or news story. So, a goat was getting a little rowdy in one Arizona neighborhood. AZ family reported that Maricopa County Sheriff's deputies were called to a home in Tonopah, where a goat was terrorizing residents. The goat, named Billy, was damaging a garage door and an electrical car. He even chased someone around a car. Bill was being a menace. The deputies were able to get Billy under control until he peed on one of them. He was turned over to the Maricopa County Livestock Control the next day. So, The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office wrote this post on Facebook. Quote, "Meet Billy. He's a ghost. A few days ago, Billy terrorized some residents in Tonopah for a few hours, damaging their garage door and electrical cord and chasing one of the residents around a car. Deputies from District 2 were able to take Billy into custody, at which point he assaulted one of our deputies by urinating on them. Special handcuffs were retrieved and Billy was restrained for livestock control to pick up the next morning. Billy was charged with trespassing, assault, criminal damage, and disorderly conduct. Goat emoji." End quote. I mean, like, Billy's a badass. Like, I'm here for it. All right. And then my next and final story is from WJBF.com. And the headline is Arizona Dairy Queen on the hunt for missing red spoon statue.
What type of statue?
Red spoon.
Oh, okay.
So they made a statue out of the
Yeah.
spoon, the red spoon. Yeah. So this happened in Phoenix. And I'm going to read this one pretty much verbatim too. I might skip around a little bit, but it's not super long either. So the owners of a Dairy Queen in Phoenix remain perplexed and slightly amused as to why someone would steal the giant red spoon that adorned their restaurant.
Who
Quote,
wanted
"We were kind of
steal a
upset, but
giant
then
red
more
spoon?"
puzzled." Huh? Sorry.
Said who wouldn't steal a giant red spoon if they could?
Does it say how big the spoon is?
Yes. We'll get there. Quote, "We were kind of upset, but then more puzzled," end quote, Pooja Kalra said Wednesday. Quote, "What are they going to do with the spoon?" She and her husband, Raman Kalra, say the spoon snatching occurred sometime between late Friday and early Saturday. This was in March of 2023. The 15-foot tall spoon stood against the side of the building with the handle nestled in an opening of a roof parapet. I don't know what that is. Their surveillance camera caught two people appearing to manipulate the screws that held the spoon to the base and then taking off on a small motorbike.
I can just imagine this. I'm sorry.
I feel like this was something that you and I would do, Tiff.
It's 15 feet tall, though.
15 feet tall.
On a small
Tall.
motorbike.
And a little motorbike.
With two people
just
probably.
holding it.
Can you imagine this going down the road and you're like, what the fuck do they have in their hand?
How do you keep that balance? I mean,
That's true.
I just want to follow these people just to watch if they make it to their destination.
That poor motorbike was probably struggling.
hopefully they didn't have to go up a hill.
Don't take a left turn.
Just go straight. Don't turn at all.
We'll just walk it around this curve.
They were so precise about it, like they had done it before, Raman Kalra said. They just wiggled their way through and made sure the spoon was not damaged. The couple reported the theft to Phoenix police. Sergeant Brian Bauer confirmed officers were called and are investigating. No suspects have been identified. Getting another spoon made, delivered, and then installed would cost over $7,000, Ramon Kalra said. Dairy Queen is known for doling out plastic red spoons with their soft-serve blizzards. The Kalras, who were Indian immigrants, moved to Phoenix from Minnesota in 2007 and decided to go into business operating a Dairy Queen. They now own 34 franchise locations. This Phoenix one is the only Arizona Dairy Queen with the towering red spoon. With the spoon big enough to hold a small child, it was a popular photo spot.
You know, it's saying that they looked like they had done it before. I bet you they already stole a fork from somewhere. Now they just needed the spoon.
Or a spork.
A spork.
Sport from
Yes.
KFC. That's what.
KFC spork.
They were trying to finish their cutlery set.
Yep.
It looks empty and incomplete without that spoon, Pooja Kalra said. People like to take selfies and put it on Instagram. Meanwhile, they're trying some creative strategies to spread the word about the spoon swipe. Staff at the Phoenix location will start wearing "Where's My Spoon" t-shirts with a red spoon and the DQ logo. They've also had...
Can we also get this shirt, please?
I want it so bad!
I bet you we can find it somewhere.
Where's the red
After I finish this
spoon?
story, I'm gonna look.
Oh my God.
They've also had flyers to post around at various
We're almost
branches
done, so you don't need to
around
shut
Metro
that.
Phoenix. The reward? One Blizzard treat from every flavor of the summer menu. In all seriousness, the couple would love to have the red spoon back, or the red spoon suddenly be found. I appeal to the person.
$7,000.
I appeal to the person. The spoon is too big to eat anything. We want you to bring it back. We will not ask any questions.
You don't know that for sure.
It's what they're using. It's their child's bed, since it's big enough to hold a child.
Can you imagine being another car or something and see that drive by?
Okay, my thing is, they said we will not ask any questions. Don't say that. I have so many questions.
I have so many questions.
Like,
What are you
I'm
gonna
not
do with
going to
that?
report you to the police, but I just want to know how you did it, how you got the spoon gone, how you hid the spoon. Like, I have so many
Were you-
questions.
Did you ever fall on the way home? Like, is that something you sell on the black market? Like, is there a reason?
Maybe there's a market for it.
Reason?
There's a giant I know that needs a spoon. I was trying to help him out.
Yeah, the giant in their backyard.
Oh! Okay, so I just Googled it to try and see if I could find a t-shirt. And I found out they did actually find it. Are you ready for this? This is off Google. This is the AI overview off Google, so I think it's like a combination of several stories. Anyway, the giant red spoon that was stolen from a Dairy Queen in Phoenix, Arizona was found on April 3rd, 2023, so it was only gone for a few days. The spoon was found by Michael Foster, a Pokemon Go player,
Oh
near
my
Mark P.
God.
Atkinson Middle School. The spoon was at a middle school.
They found it in a middle school?
So do we think it was like teenage kids who did this? You know what? I wonder how close that middle school was to the Dairy Queen, because they probably didn't get very far and were like, we need to drop this somewhere.
I just gave up.
Yeah.
And the kids probably thought they just got a new, like, playground equipment.
Oh,
They're like,
probably.
oh, a slide!
Yay, a spoon!
Yes,
Look, I can put all this sand in the spoon.
I could sleep in here.
It says Michael Foster found the spoon while playing Pokemon Go and called the police. He handed the spoon over to an officer. It's 15 feet tall. How did he hand the spoon over?
This
How
child
heavy is the
picked up
spoon?
the
Is there no weight to the spoon at all?
Oh no!
It's 15 feet.
Is it just a 15-foot plastic spoon or what?
And they screwed it in. They screwed it in the ground, so it's got to be more than plastic.
Okay, this Michael Foster that found it while playing Pokemon Go, he's 52 years old.
What?
I
Get
was
out.
picturing like a little kid, like
I
finding
was
this. And
too.
no, the man was 52 years old.
Yikes.
What's he doing around a middle school?
We
He's
listen
playing
and we
Pokemon
don't
Go.
judge. There was probably like a Pikachu or something there.
Oh, it was it was lying on the ground behind a fence that surrounds a Phoenix middle school baseball field, just 2 miles from the scene of the heist. Yeah, they didn't
See,
get there.
I told you. They had to have gotten a certain point. It was like, we can't do this. There was probably a hill coming.
We gotta make a turn. I don't know if we're gonna make it.
A while ago.
The first thing I did
I
was
sent that
send
a
a
while
picture
ago.
to my wife. It said, "It's the spoon." She said, "Call the police." A school maintenance man came over and pushed it over the fence to Foster, who handed it to the Phoenix police. I set it down. They actually did the lifting after we got it over the fence. They strapped it to the top of a police cruiser.
That would have been great to see too.
Phoenix police over the weekend released surveillance footage from March 25th that showed 2 men and 1 woman get the spoon out of its base and put it on a large flatbed connected to a pickup truck. Okay, they said motorbike before, so I don't know.
And they only said there's 2 people before. Now there's 3.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure, this thing can't be that heavy. Like, it's gotta be heavy, but not that heavy.
I don't know.
Well, it's representing the plastic spoon, so I wonder if it was all made of plastic.
Oh, there is actually a picture of it here. Okay. Ooh, can I share my screen? Hold on.
Yeah, where it says share, there should be.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I gotta grant access.
Grant.
So if not, it's gonna be our Facebook picture for it.
Woo, woo, woo. You know when's the
Okay,
last
let me
time I've
see.
updated social media? Why did y'all leave me in
Share.
charge of that?
Okay,
Holy
you
shit.
see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the spoon.
How? How did they get that?
I don't know. Here, let me zoom in a little bit. So, yeah.
Is that a fire alarm on the outside?
Right
Yep.
there.
Looks
Yeah.
like it.
Or
Or
is
a
it
light.
just a red nipple?
But yeah, there she is in all of her glory.
I'm
That's-
still picturing this on a moped.
I know, same. I will. Most of what I read on the update came from this Yahoo article, so I will put that in my sources as well if you would like to take a look at that. But
Yeah, like to take a
Yep.
gander.
that's the big red spoon.
That's interesting.
All right, that I don't know. Between the weird laws and the goat and the red spoon, that Arizona might be my new favorite state. Like, this is amazing.
There's a lot going on in Arizona. Sorry.
All right, I'm done.
Brandy, are you ready to debate the moon?
I didn't even do my funny town names.
Yeah, that's kind of it. All right, so I'll just go ahead.
Why not?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What?
Funny town names. Funny town names.
Well, we can just skip it if you want.
No, do your funny
Oh,
town
you got
names.
any good ones?
All right. The first one I have is Nothing, Arizona.
Okay.
Next one is
I'm
Why.
gonna live there.
Why, Arizona.
Why
Why
not?
not?
Why not?
Why not Arizona?
Why? Date.
Today,
We're gonna go live in
January
Date.
27th.
January 27th.
DATE. Date.
Oh, it has
Show
an E
Low.
at the
but
end?
it has an E.
It does have an E in. Show Low. Two separate words. Show and low.
Faux show.
So low. Mexican
What is
water.
that, mommy?
Well, you don't drink that.
Yeah.
Mexican
Don't drink the
water.
water there.
So high.
I wish.
Arizona.
Yeah.
This next one. Three-way.
Yeah, I wish that too.
heck yeah. Oh, what?
Three-way.
Please.
Where do you live? Three-way.
Snowflake. Arizona. They have a Snowflake,
Seems weird for
Arizona,
Arizona.
Christmas, Arizona, and Santa Claus,
Because it snows
Arizona.
there. Because it snows there a lot.
Yes.
You need to go
There's
back out.
chloride.
Okay.
Top of the world. Miami, Arizona. Casa Grande.
Big
Surprise. Wood
Hey,
trap.
there's a surprise Nebraska.
There it is. Wood trap. I'm gonna mess up this next one. Wiki up.
Wiki, wiki, wiki.
Dragoon.
Not dragon.
It's two
dragoon.
O's.
Ouch.
It's got two O's. Dragoon. Wagon wheel.
It's a restaurant. in
Planet.
Arizona.
Planet Arizona. Love.
Oh,
And
Aw.
Avenue B and C.
What?
that's the name.
That's the
Avenue
dog's name.
B and
Yeah.
C.
Avenue B and C.
Yes.
What the hell?
That was one of them.
What about
B
A?
and C.
What about Avenue A?
Yeah.
Nope.
Or about
What's the
Ocean
rest of
Avenue?
the
But I have to
Corner
say,
of Cherry
Three-Way was
Street.
probably Three-Way is probably one of my favorite.
It would be mine too.
Or So High.
Casper, what the heck?
I just like this little foot that keeps popping up every now and then.
Oh my god. You
Owie.
need to go talk to daddy.
Owie.
Go talk to daddy. Meme.
All right.
Don't.
So is that all it for funny names then?
That is all of it. And like I said, I lost my computer, so I lost all my notes for today for the moon.
All right.
But I just wanted to tell you, here's my take on the moon landing. I don't believe it happened when it did. I believe we went to the moon at some point in time. I just don't believe it happened when we did because we were in such a rush to beat Russia or the USSR, I guess, at that time. Or the
Then
Soviet
why is that?
Unions, right?
Why
Because we
don't
were
you?
in such a rush to do it that
So
they
you,
weren't.
so you don't think we had the technology then, basically?
Correct. Exactly. Like we weren't. They were rushing through everything that they didn't have the technology and the advancements to do it. Who are you calling, Tiff?
Are you Snapchatting me? Tell me what you're doing.
No, my husband to come get Maylee because she took off her diaper. And now she's laying on my lap. with
May
no
May, go
diaper.
pee. Go pee, May May.
Your
All
dog
right,
took her
are we?
diaper off.
No.
And
So
this one's gross.
I can see that, Brandy. But so these are some of the other reasons why people say we didn't go to the moon or the moon landing was fake. One is the shadows weren't parallel like you would expect them to,
Mm-hmm.
but everyone was picturing from a 2D pictures instead of what they actually are, or 3D.
Yeah.
So that's why that explains that. The Van Allen belt is highly radioactive. So, like, how can we go through there without radioactive poisoning or, like, destroying the instruments? The belt is very thin, and you're only going to be in there for a couple seconds at most. So you really wouldn't absorb that radiation that quickly, and you wouldn't really screw up your instruments for very long, if at all. Um, uh, the pictures you take, you see no stars in the skies that they took. It's just basically the sun is bright, lighting the moon's surface so bright that you're not going to see any stars.
Mhm.
Um, so the way the flag is, the way it kind of waved is whatever that. What they did is they put a telescopic pole up on top to help straighten the flag out because traveling through there it'd be kind of wrinkly and stuff like that, so it helps straighten it out. So that's why you see the waves in the flag like you do. They said we never went back, but you got to remember it wasn't just one mission to the moon. We went a lot of times, and after Apollo 17 in 1972, we never went back. That because of a lot of politics at the time and stuff like that. And you can also see they also planted reflectors on different parts of the moon, where you can actually shine your own laser beams or even see them with a telescope, so you know we've been there. And that's basically it. So.
My whole thing was just I
So
don't believe we went there when we went there. I think it was even a few years later, just because of the technology.
that's what I was gonna ask you. So you do believe we went there? You just the timeline
Yeah. Yes.
you think is wrong.
So you think we faked the first one, but actually went there?
Yes. I think the first one was a staged one because they wanted to try and, the Soviet Union and all that stuff, the whole race to the moon. But who knows? Everything's such a cover up.
Well, the way I look at it is the government can't lie about everything, otherwise people would never believe them. Have you ever been? Well, we know you've been, but with someone that's manipulative, like either a significant other or a friend or something like that, they don't lie to you all the time. They might not tell you the complete truth or everything, but they tell you just enough truth in there
Yep.
with their lies. That's the way the government functions, basically.
Yep.
So the moon landing to me is something they really couldn't lie about just because they needed. Because you got to remember, they just had the Kennedy assassination and Vietnam's going on, which we know was started from a false flag.
Yep.
So they needed something, truth in that area. The moon landing seemed to be the truthful one.
Did she get a diaper on?
Mm-hmm. It's way past
That's all I got.
bedtime.
Do I got another topic from someone? Did Sydney ever respond saying she liked it? The FDA ones?
No, she did not say anything.
Oh, okay. Is there another topic from anyone? Anything like that? No?
She's not paying attention.
No, I am. I'm trying to think. Is Elon Musk a robot or just autistic?
Really?
She's autistic.
Was that from you or is that from an actual listener?
That's from her.
Do you the way that she struggled to come up with that, you really think that was a listener?
Oh, how about this? I posted
Hi,
something on
Meme.
Facebook last week, I think. Why don't I pick one topic from there and discuss that?
Okay.
Oh,
What is it?
You posted something on Facebook?
Yeah.
On whose
Oh, thank
page?
you, Melu.
What's that?
On your page? On your page or the group page?
On mine.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
You don't ever pop up on my news feed, so
I probably pop up and no one's because there hardly anyone reacted to it.
I forget that you're on
Yeah,
Facebook.
Why does somebody, or when somebody asks me why I don't trust the government one?
Yep.
Mm.
Why don't I pick one topic,
I
or
help you, mommy.
if one of you wanted to pick a topic from there?
Okay, so you don't think the JFK assassination was real?
CIA killed.
Uh,
CIA
Oh
killed.
yeah,
him.
the CIA planned that out and killed him because they couldn't
the
control him. Yeah,
CIA.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Ask Gabe all about that. He is, and they actually just signed to release the last of the documents on all of that.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see him.
Yeah, supposedly it's supposed to happen in 2 weeks.
Fully unredacted.
Yep,
Well, I'm gonna be
I'll believe it when I
honest.
see it.
and the
I don't
RFK and the
know a
MLK
whole.
Jr.
I don't know a
They were
whole
killed by the
lot.
FBI. What's that, Tiff?
Yep.
She's
I
like,
don't
shut
know.
the fuck up.
I don't know a whole lot. Oh, thank you, Maylee. I don't know a whole lot of these, so really spin a wheel and pick one, cause I'll learn about any of them.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do the spinner, babe.
Oh, now you made her cry.
That's Homer Simpson. That's Homer Simpson. That's Homer Simpson.
So I'll pick one of those and I'll discuss it next time then.
I'll look
Yeah.
it up too, and when I'm off my phone, I'll look it up.
So
Don't tell me what to do.
you can't tell me
I-
what to do.
I'm gonna be the unbiased opinion like I usually am over here. And listen and learn. Listen and don't judge.
Yeah, my husband would hand me like a
Listen and
whole
we
like book
don't
of notes on the JFK assassination. He'd be like, "Here, talk about these."
Association.
Shush, 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 shush. I got
Okay. All
HarHar's
right, Tiff,
issue
what's the
now.
next date?
Okay, next state. Okay, have we done Iowa yet?
No?
Okay,
don't think so.
it's Iowa. Sorry. Where the fludge and fludge did my notes go? There they are. Okay, so their state drink, and I looked in multiple different places, and literally it all came back to this. So their state drink is a frozen blue water margarita, because it has to do with their blue water lakes or rivers or
Yep.
something like that. I don't know. I'll explain it more. But it is the frozen blue water margarita. Sorry. So what I did, I picked two foods. One of their more popular dishes is called, oh shit, what was it called again?
Corn?
The Iowa chop. What?
Is it corn?
No, that's Nebraska.
Iowa has shitty corn.
Yeah. The
Iowa
Iowa
chop?
chop. Yes, and then their state snack is s'mores.
Is it the Iowa chop? Is that a pork chop?
I believe
I
so,
think
if
so,
I
'cause it
remember
was-
right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you live there.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
nephew was born there.
Mhm. So, yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Anybody else got anything? You say bye-bye.
I can do the socials.
Do it. Do the show shush.
So, if you would like to send us an email, either to give Casper ideas on topics or just to say hi or, whatever, you can send an email to becauseifellасleepinClass@gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram @fellasleeppod. You can find us on YouTube if you are not already watching us on YouTube. Go to channels and search Because I Fell Asleep in Class. And you can find us on Facebook as well. Just search Because I Fell Asleep in Class, and you'll find us. And I am done with Twitter/X. I haven't posted on it in a very long time, so we're just going to pretend we don't have it anymore.
I haven't posted on Facebook in a while, but I really need to. I mean, I think the last time was 2 episodes ago, but I'll try. I'll get back into it.
Yeah, I don't think you've posted since the FDA episodes, but
Yeah,
I mean, I could also post, but you normally took care of it, so I just,
I know. Because you took care of Twitter.
yeah. And now I don't do Twitter.
Why does one do
Right.
Instagram, the other one does Facebook?
Because they link together.
Yeah, so you can just make one post and share it on both.
Trying to help you guys out.
You're no help.
I know. Well, Doug,
So
you got
thank
anything else?
you.
I don't.
I'm good,
Thank
har
you.
har.
Say bye,
Bye,
Yeah.
everybody.
Granny.
Bye, Granny.
Bye,
Bye,
Granny.
Mimi and
Bye,
Papa.
everyone else.
Bye.
RMP, Boo Bear.
Love you, Pooh Bear. All right. Hope you didn't fall asleep.
Bye.
Oh, I didn't
Not
get my
today,
hearts. Not today, no hearts. Are you gonna hit
Did you
the
just say
stop
no hearts,
recording?
dude?
Oh,
I
there
have
they are.